Welcome again. Today we talk about RESTful Web API project using .NET Core 7.0 complete course for beginners. So we have here is the Swagger documentation. So we have three different projects. Like first one is Web API project, and second one is client. So you can browse enter application. And for Web API, we have a Swagger documentations. You can check all API collection here. And we have host to application in the Ubuntu server, so you can browse it lively. So if I go back to the API, and I will present one complete CRUD operation like user registration, login, and complete one CRUD operation using Postman collection. So let me going through step by step. So here is a Postman collection register, login, and so first we register a complete new user. So I already test. So if we are going to check the API base URL in the variables, so I have declared in the variables we have like actual hosted base URL. So let me register as a test user. So email like test and address test user 02. So if we go to the client like UI mode, then we don't have like a test user 2. We already have like test user 01. And if we using the Postman, create like test user 02, phone number, email address, country, and password. Let's say 123. So our body is ready. So we'll hit the register API like base URL, authentication, and register API. Send. User created successfully, username test@gmail.com, and is success true. So, and if we go to the login using test@gmail.com, now first I entered the wrong password. What we are getting response just for checking. If we send request, then invalid password as expected. And if we enter the actual password and send, yes, we status message is success, access token, we have token expire time, refresh token, and also refresh token expire time, also the membership access like page access status. So this user cannot access admin, super admin role. This user can access only his profile, like user profile. If we go to the like user profile dashboard general, this user can access, and his user profile only. So so we have created user and we have a refresh token. If we go back to the client and refresh it, then we have a new user 2, and we can check the details of this user. So successfully we have created a user, and let me just create a user and log in successfully. If I copy the token and get user profile, get by user profile, I think this user profile ID is 13. So here is the already old token. I just putting the wrong something, and 13. If I send request, then unauthorized. If we paste the actual token, then hopefully we'll get the expected result. Yes. Here is the user profile details, email and passwords, and the profile picture details. So we get the expected result using the token. So now we will perform a complete CRUD operations using Postman, and let me go to the system setting, and we have a department. Currently we have 5 different department. Now we will create one department and get the department details and delete and edit it. So if we go to the department, and we can like put the wrong token here, and then definitely it will be unauthorized. And if we paste the right tokens, and also this department cannot access this general user, we need admin user. So super admin user. So super admin user is like admin@gmail.com. So let me log in using super admin user and copy the token. And super admin user is user password same 123. If we send request, then we will get a fresh token and copy. And if we paste in the department, yes, we will get all department, like 4 departments. So now I will create new department. So department, here is a department. So test department 01 TBD, already we have a body. So if I request, hopefully yes, unauthorized. So I have to paste the actual latest token. Department has been created successfully, ID is 6. And if I request get by department 6, unauthorized, so I have to paste the new token. Yes, test department 01 and the department ID is 6. Now I will edit this department so that we can complete the full CRUD operation using Postman API hit. Department, get all department, and edit department, edit or update department. So I just name and department, I'm just copying name and department stuff. So test department 01 edit tbd edit. So ID is 6. If I hit the send request now, unauthorized, I have to update the token. Oh, sorry, let me get the token again. Department has been updated successfully and department ID is 6. And if we request the department 6, then we can have yes, test department. And if we go back to the UI and go to the department, then definitely we will have a test department. Yes, so department has been edited successfully. So this application is a dynamic role management system. You can you can create role dynamically, and admin user role can access everything, and general user, let's say this is the general user, this user cannot access. Here is the access list, just this user can access dashboard profile and user profile. Also the API, using this user login access token, you cannot access all the API. And this is a complete .NET 7.0 web API and client project is MVC project. and we have a full documentation with the Swagger for API, and we have host two different applications. Like first one is API, which is 97 port, and second one is client, which is 98 port. So you can test check the complete application using the live URL. I will share the live URL demo URL with the details so that you can check. And so we have done like get by, get all, and also the create new department post request and the update department. Now the last one is delete department. So if I department delete 6, if I enter now, probably will get unauthorized. So I have to paste the actual token. So because the older token is expired, or that token not workable for this department. So department has been deleted successfully. And if we request the get all department again, get all department, so only 5 departments. So, and if we go back to the UI, then definitely department have only just 5 UI. So this is the overall summary of Web API project. Basically, this is the complete project. Like you will have a using the Postman, you can register, login. Also, if a token expired, then we have a refresh token. So we can send the refresh token using the access token and token refresh token. So let me show you the refresh token. Token expired time parameter not needed. So access token and refresh token, we need to pass this parameter so that we can get the latest token. Send. JSON object contain, sorry, invalid parameter, invalid. Yes, so we got the new token, and if we check this new token, Control C, and the get all department, Control V, send. Sorry, refresh token. So if I copy that access token again and get all department, paste, yes, we are getting the all department. So we have already we have done like save changes. admin@gmail.com, yes. And so we have completed the full CRUD operation using API. So if I go back to the UI, then definitely you can browse full application. And if I also this application is implemented SMTP Gmail, you can reset your password using Gmail. And let's say forget reset password, user not found. So I have to create a new user using shahid@gmail.com. Let me create using the UI, not the Postman. So user management, add new user. So contextual password just 123 123. and user role is general, so this user cannot access entire application. Save. So successfully new user has been created, and if I log out and to log in using just 1 2 3, then definitely maybe some issue here, it will be index. Okay, I will check this issue later. So copy, and if I forget password what we are checking now, then shahid@gmail.com. so user email is not confirmed, please confirm that. So I have to confirm the user email. So if I go back to the confirmation in my email, I will check and confirm it. So as I discussing, this is the complete project, and this project have a complete feature like this project supports multi-language. So if I switch English to Arabic, then it will automatically switch the language. And another important feature of this project, like this project supported let me give you the actual overview from the documentation. So complete web API project, entity framework, core first, complete user management, reset password over email, dynamic role management system, multi-language supported, audit log. So let me back to the English language again, and if I go to the audit log, so this system is supported audit log. So enter database operation, create an update, you can check over here. And SMTP setup .NET 7, so we have used .NET 7 SDK for this project. And if I open the project structure using Visual Studio, then we have 3 different projects. Let me just show you using the Visual Studio now. So here is the Visual Studio, and if I go to my project, so we have 3 different projects. First one is web API project, and if we check the .NET version, then definitely we have .NET 7.0 and install packages like Authentication, JWT Bearer, and Entity Framework Core. So database connection and all DB operation we have done in the program.cs. We have configure required instance, required like services here. We have make sure the DB connection, like first we pull the application info. Here is the DB connection details, and we use the SQL server. And here is the dependency injection for all the services we have created, and identity option, configure the identity option, and also the token JWT bearer authentication configuration. And we have make sure the seed data, default data here. So this is the web API project basics overview. We have service, and we have helper, and generic repository for code operation, and controller data for DB connection. And the other project is coded data, which is maintaining the database model and view model, and view model, and the application DB context, and also the migration. And the client project is basically MVC project, and this project don't have like DB connection here. So this project is just using the valid token, requesting the API for data, and performing all the operation using the web API projects. So this is the summary. So I will share enter project in the Code Canyon. So if you are interested and like this project, then you can definitely go to the Code Canyon, my profile, and then purchase from the Code Canyon. So hopefully I already already submit this code in the Code Canyon, and still pending. Hopefully it will publish soon, then so that I can share with you the link in the description. So if you are interested, then you can definitely purchase this application from the Code Canyon. Here's my profile. So if you are interested, so you can purchase this API web API starter kit for the beginners complete web API project, and this application is hosted in the live server, so you can check and browse the application using the live URL. I will share the details in the description. So this is the home API control. So this is the live, and also this application hosted using MVC as a client. We have used MVC MVC project and hosted into the Linux server Ubuntu. So thank you for watching. So summary is we have 3 different projects. First one is web API project using .NET 7. Second one is like common project for data connection, connectivity model and model view. And third one is client project. You can check. So this client project, you can using this project by calling the web API. You can perform full CRUD operation, full user management and authentication, also the user registration. And one important things I forget to mention, like for API communication, we have used RestSharp client. So I have created a service for API communication, generic service. So using that service, we perform all the API communication. So I will share a complete source code, enter latest source code with documentations and all the project details, and so that you can browse and learn like web API and for client to from client to backend communication, and the complete web API guide, authentication to registration, and complete full CRUD operation, and the basic of database connectivity. So thank you again, and hopefully I will share another video for more details for step by step like web API activities. So thank you. See you in the next video.